Come outside by YouTube. Today I'm gonna be cooking some smothered down okra. Here's some I picked this morning. I usually pick it, slice it up, put it in some freezer bags. When I have enough to cook, I'll bust them out, warm the oven up to 400 degrees, grab a big Magnalite pot, dump them in. You could all the pot. A lot of people say all the pot. Doesn't make a difference to me. I didn't notice any difference if I oiled it or not. It's still gonna stick to the pot. So I'm not seasoning this. It's going straight in the way it is, natural, and I can season it with whatever dish I decide to make later. We use the smothered okra and gumbo. You could smother it down with seafood. It goes great. Smothered down with shrimp or crawfish. It's also good as a side dish. A lot of old people eat it for breakfast because it's full of fiber. See if we can get all this in there. But I'll freeze it, put it in some Ziplocs, throw it in the freezer so we have it to eat during winter, and especially during gumbo season. So if you do this, if you can, it's better to cook it in the oven during the winter time when it's cool, so you can use that heat to warm up the house. So if you do it in the summertime and okra grows here in the 100-degree heat, your AC will run. So this looks like a lot. By the time that we're done, this is going to cook down to probably maybe half this much, probably a little bit less than that. Now I want to put the fresh stuff on top since it doesn't have that moisture in it. Hopefully it won't stick too much. Using the moisture from the frozen okra. So this will not be sticky at all. I repeat this, no sticky okra. And the okra I see in most of the gumbos, where you can still see the okra, that's a New Orleans style okra. That's not a Acadiana, Cajun style. Nobody I know makes okra where you can see the okra. It's always cooked down, smothered. So that's it. We're going to start with this. Full pot. Have the oven on 400. I'm going to throw it in there and let it go for probably 3 or 4 hours. And then I'll come back every hour and just stir it. I'll be back for updates later. We're 25 minutes in. I'm going to give it a check, stir it around a little bit. I don't want the top to brown too much. I left the lid off so that I can get some of that moisture out of there, some of that steam from the frozen okra start thawing out the okra. But it's looking good. See that slime? Can you see that? There's a little bit of slime on there. Alright, I'm going to put the lid on this. Lock it back up. And we'll check it in another 30 minutes to an hour. 1 hour later, I want to pull this out, put it on the stove, give it a good stir, make sure none of that frozen okra is still stuck in the middle, scrape down the sides, try to keep the pot clean. Just move it around. Now you can see the slime. Look at that slime. Yeah, that's what we're getting out of there. That'll all be gone. It'll be 100% flavor as soon as I'm done. Back in the oven, I'll check it in another hour. Okay, I think we'll be done now. We're 5.5 hours in. Turn the oven off, pull this out, put it on the stove, take a look at it, stir it up. Ah, yes, there it is. Oh yeah, look at that. Cooked down, smothered. This is some goodness right here. Some absolute goodness. No more slime. No more slime. This is some good stuff right here. This is what we want. I'm going to put the lid on this, let it cool. Then I'll bag it up into some little quart-sized Ziplocs. Throw it in the freezer. And we'll use that in gumbo all year long. This is the okra you use in gumbo. Not none of that green stuff that's still all together. And you could eat this as a side dish. And all that burnt stuff on the side right there, once you let this cool, it's going to come right off of your pan from the steam. So we're going to lock this up. Probably finish it in a couple of hours. And here's the end product after it cooled down completely. See how much that okra's cooked down. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect. I'm going to put these in plastic bags, get them bagged up, and I'll see how much we end up with. Alright, final product. We ended up with 9-quart bags to put in the freezer to make gumbos the rest of the winter. It's not going to last because we're going to eat more than that. But it makes a good side dish. You could smother it down with shrimp, crawfish. You could eat it plain over white rice. It's just really good way to use a lot of okra. But it's healthy. It's a lot of fiber. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. Ring the bell to get notifications. And y'all have a good time growing okra next season. Peace out.